promise to talk about belly fat. I promise to talk about weight loss, and I promise to talk about the model that we need to change to when it comes to exercise and eating the right food. And now we need to get this right once and for all, because there are just too many diets out there, and there are just too many people trying different diets every single day. They try diets, and yet it's not fixing the problem of losing weight the right way. We get onto diets, we lose a little bit of weight initially, and then we put that all back on. And in many cases, we put a lot more weight back on. So what we need to understand today, right now, is that diets do not work. It cannot work. Diets can never work. And this is not me giving you my concept or my philosophy of why diets cannot work. I'm going to tell you exactly why they do not work. You are an individual. You have your own individual lifestyle. You have your own individual mind. You have your own individual routine. You have your own individual way of working out, the kind of food that you eat, the portions that you eat, the way food reacts to your body, the way your body responds to food, your genetic makeup, your level of activity, the way you sleep, the quality of sleep, and your stress levels. You are an individual. And when you have all of these things, which is different from the person next to you, or the person that you see on a TV screen, or the person that you see performing in a sport, you are different from them. So how on earth can a diet work for you, considering that all these individual facts are different? And then you're given a piece of paper telling you how much you should eat, what you should eat, according to science, according to the fact that calories produce energy, and a model that works on exercise more and eat less, and you will lose weight. This model fails to look at your metabolic rate. Each of us have a different metabolic rate, which is different for you as an individual. Your metabolism is changing every second of the day. When you're sitting, your metabolism is different. When you're standing, your metabolism is different. When you're moving, your metabolism is different. When you're climbing upstairs, your metabolism is different. When you're working out, even the kind of workout, if you're doing that 1 hour boring walk on the treadmill and elliptical and cycle, your metabolism is different. If you're running, if you're doing high interval training, your metabolism is different. If you're sleeping 7 hours of deep sleep, your metabolism is different. If you're sleeping 7 hours or 9 hours of disturbed sleep, your metabolism is different. So now tell me, how can that piece of paper with a diet listed for you work for your body? Because most diets are restrictive in nature. They deprive the body of some macronutrient, which is either a carbohydrate, or forces more protein into your body, thinking that you'll build lean mass and you lose fat. Or it reduces your fat to an extent where your body doesn't even have the basic fat requirement it needs to produce hormones. And by now we all know that fat loss is not about exercise and not just about food. It is about communication between your hormones. When you have the right communication between your hormones and your cells, you lose weight. When you have the wrong communication, which is the wrong signals between your cells and your hormones, your body struggles to lose weight, or you gain weight. So what we need to understand right now, today, is that diets do not work. What you need is a smart eating structure, a structure that works for your life, for the kind of work that you do, your day, the kind of stress that you're going through, the kind of exercise that you choose to do, and your sleep quality. So you have a structure, you know what's good for you, what's bad for you, and now you tweak it. It is your responsibility to tweak it according to the day that you have, according to the lifestyle that you have, according to the country that you're traveling to, according to the kind of holiday that you're on. You need to tweak it all the time, because your diet cannot be constant when your metabolic rate is changing all the time, based on exactly what I told you right now. So we need a mind shift change. We need to change the way we think. You see, let me give you a simple example right now. We have beliefs about so many things. We have beliefs today that if we eat less, we will lose more weight. We have beliefs that if we work out more, we'll burn more calories. We have beliefs that, exercise means a 1 hour workout in the gym, or a 1 hour workout of punishing your body. These are all your beliefs. Now, have you ever questioned whether your beliefs are right or wrong? So we need to take a step backwards. and really look at ourselves as individuals. How much of activity do I need? So I'm making the statement very, very clearly again. Do not get motivated with the crap that you see on Facebook, whether it's a top personality or a businessman or a businesswoman showing off about their lives, that they've got enough flights after 4 hours of sleep and they're running for 5 kilometers or running a marathon. Those are wrong messages. Your belief is based on their success. They are successful businessmen and successful businesswomen, but it doesn't mean they are looking after their bodies and health the right way. And that's how the human mind kind of gets adjusted with everything we see. So if there's a yoga teacher who's talking about meditation and asanas and can do the most complicated asanas, we believe that we have to follow their lifestyle completely. But they're developed in the physical self and maybe the emotional self, but they don't have to be developed in other selves. So we cannot follow people blindly. We look at athletes and we think that, if I train like Usain Bolt, I'm going to become and look like him. I'm sorry, because they have a totally different lifestyle, which is completely based on their sport. So they eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep, train. There is nothing impressive about you having less hours of sleep and still waking up and going for your workout. You're doing more damage to your body, even if it's making you feel good. Okay, because we're a community, we're a race today that's only used to feeling good in our head and in our mind. And if that works for us, we believe that everything contributing to that is good for us, including alcohol, cigarettes, over-socializing, and all of those things. But let's reverse that. There is something called your metabolism. And your metabolism does not care about how you want to look, whether you want a six-pack, whether you want a size 0 figure, whether you want to fit into your clothes better. Your metabolism doesn't care about that. Your metabolism cares about your survival. It will do what it needs to sustain your liver function, your heart function, your kidney function, your lymphatic system, your colon, your eyes, your hair, everything. That is its priority. So don't think that you can change your metabolism according to what you want. But if you support your metabolism the right way, guess what? Weight loss is never supposed to be a struggle. If it took you 3 or 4 or 5 years of a bad lifestyle to put on all the weight that you're trying to lose today in 2 to 3 months, it's not going to work. And in your desperation, you're going to get on the ketogenic diets and all the other crap diets out there and liposuction and all the cosmetic surgeries that half of India is probably going through right now. Okay, but it's not going to fix your problem because that weight's going to come back on again. And you know it. You know what I'm talking about. So now let's go to let's learn to change our beliefs about how the body works. If you want to lose weight, you got to exercise more and eat more. And on the days that you cannot exercise more, you eat less. It's as simple as that. If you're exercising more, you need to feed your body with fuel to sustain your metabolic activity. Now, what are examples of exercising more and eating less? So you have 3 guides to follow: your hunger, your cravings, and your energy levels. At any given point, if your hunger, your cravings, and your energy level goes out of whack, you are compensating your metabolism, which means at that point, you got to eat. You do not fight a battle of willpower versus the physiology of your body, because you will lose. No matter how disciplined you think you are, you cannot use willpower and win in the battle against the physiology of your body, because your body will throw cravings to you until it gets what it needs. So if you're burning more calories in your exercise program, your body needs energy to replenish and support your metabolic rate. So again, and let me show you 2 examples. There are people who look muscular, but yet they look fat. So they're buff, they have muscles, and they also have body fat. That is an example of them compensating their metabolism. And then you have people who run marathons and they compensate on calories, and they're running and they look extremely unhealthy. They're looking older and older. They have this big pot belly. They have love handles, everything that the amount of running should actually burn. But why aren't they burning body fat? Because they're compensating metabolism. And you need to understand that fat in your body and muscle in your body has one purpose, which is producing hormones. So the more lean mass you have, the more body fat you burn. So all the women and men out there, hear me clearly on this. If you are trying to lose weight, do not look at the scale. If you are trying to lose weight, do not go low on your calories. Of course, go low on your bad calories, but not the good calories. You should be looking at one goal, that is toning up, adding muscle. So I'm not talking about becoming big and muscular. I'm talking about adding muscle tone, doing exercises that builds muscle tone, because the more muscle tone you have, the less fat you have. The more muscle tone you have, the more fat your body burns, because you see, muscle is very expensive to carry. What I mean by that is the muscle that you're carrying requires a lot of energy, and that energy comes from your body burning fat. So the more muscle you have, your body is constantly burning body fat to maintain your muscle tone. So your 1 hour workout on the treadmill or elliptical or the cycle is useless for you. It may be making you a little bit fitter because your heart and lung capacity is improving, but that little fat that you see around your belly and your core, that's never going to go, because you got to be off the treadmill, off the cycle, off your elliptical, engaging in exercises that help you build muscle mass. I'm talking about squats, I'm talking about lunges, I'm talking about planks, I'm talking about pull-ups, I'm talking about push-ups. And if you like lifting weights, lift weights. But the more weights you lift, the more food you have to eat. So we need to get out of this model of eat less and exercise more. Okay, and we need to move into a model of eat more and exercise more. So let's take an example of a businessman or a businesswoman who's extremely busy throughout the week with travel and meetings and hectic schedules. Now, what kind of model should a businessman or a businesswoman this busy do? So you're compensating on your sleep, you're getting onto flights, you're in and out of meetings, you don't have time to work out, you don't have time to eat right. You should be on a model of work out less, exercise less, and eat less. And let's say you reach a weekend where you have more time on hand and you can go to the gym or you can do like a really, really good workout. On those 2 days, you eat more and you exercise more. Because the days that you're busy and you have a hectic schedule, there is absolutely no point working out on a body that's tired. You increase cortisol, you increase body fat, and you decrease your metabolism. So you're only getting fatter, and your exercise is only a tick in the box. Yeah, you may want to do some light yoga and maybe a walk to stimulate endorphins so you get energized and you feel good about yourself. Okay, so that's what a busy person would do. And for someone else who has the ability to have a good lifestyle throughout the week, may want to eat more and exercise more throughout the week. And on the weekend, where you want to take a break and exercise less, you got to eat less. So by now, I'm not telling you that you don't go out with your friends, you don't socialize, you don't eat, but you eat less if you're going to exercise less. Which is why I prefer a model where if you want to enjoy your weekends and eat more, you should be exercising more on those days. And you take a break day on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or a Thursday. Because our mindset is about 5 days of working out and 2 days is the weekend. Relax, chill out, and let it all go loose. So we need to shift that mindset into a model that works for your body, for you as an individual. So if you're stressed, if you're going through extreme stress and all of that stuff, you eat less and you exercise less. Or if exercise works for you as a stress buster, you exercise more and you eat more. Because all your cravings are generated from a model of eat less and exercise more. Because your body still wants energy. It wants protein, it wants carbs, it wants fat, it wants minerals and vitamins. And you're depriving it because you think that, oh, I've worked out so much, let me eat less, and that deficit will lead to weight loss. Maybe a few kilos, and then you're putting all of that back on. And remember, women and men out there, look at the way you lose weight. People get impressed with 1 and 2 and 3 kilos of weight loss, but are you losing the right weight? Are you losing body fat? Or are you losing water? Are you losing muscle? And you feel so happy with that figure that you see on the scale. But are your clothes fitting you better? That means you're losing inches. That means you're losing fat. That's the right way to lose weight. So throw your scales away. Okay, go with body fat. Go with the kind of paradigm that suits you. You are all individuals. One diet will not work for you. But you can have a smart eating structure so you know what kind of foods work for your body and your exercise. And then it's your responsibility to tweak it according to your day, according to your life, according to what you're going through right now, according to your lifestyle. And that's exactly how weight loss works. So what impacts metabolism? What drops your metabolism? Because you should be worried if your metabolic rate is falling. So if you're on a plan, if you're on an exercise plan and a weight loss plan, and you start feeling hungry, You don't fight that feeling, you eat. Your body needs energy. If you do not eat, you're compensating your metabolic rate, and guess what? You're going to be unhappy and you're still going to put on fat. So if you're feeling hungry, that means your metabolic rate is increasing. Support it, compensate it, eat the right foods at that particular point. Sitting in one place for too long definitely impacts your metabolic rate. So your 1 hour workout, like I always say in the gym, is useless if you're going to be sitting for the next 8 to 9 hours. What we're looking for is total movement over your 1 hour workout. So you can look at your steps, get a Goki, get a band, whatever it is, calculate your steps. If you're achieving 8,000 to 10,000 steps in a day, that means you've had enough of activity, overall activity. I don't care about your 1 hour workout. What I care about is your total activity in the day, because that stimulates metabolism. Junk food, sugar, salt, we all know that impacts your metabolism, because that cuts down oxygen supply to your cells. Anything that deprives oxygen to your cells compromises your immunity and metabolic rate. So, yep, junk food is not only, if I eat junk, it's high calorie, it's high fat, I'll put on weight. No, it's doing more damage to you. It's cutting off oxygen supply to your cells, because that's how sugar breaks down into your body. It ferments, it doesn't digest. Okay, so that's what happens. And of course, again, overtraining. If you're overtraining, you should be eating a lot of food, because if you're overtraining and undereating, you're putting your body into a metabolic mishap, which means you are depriving your body of the energy it needs to heal you, prevent disease, and lose weight the right way. So I encourage everyone out there, if you're on some crazy diet, there are so many diets out there. Remember one thing. What happens to you when you get off your diet? Your metabolism is going to be all over the place and you're going to put on weight. Here's a little homework for all of you to do. Go back to the Biggest Loser show that happened in New York, that happened in India. These shows that have millions of viewers and they show people losing incredible amounts of weight. The TV crew never goes back and covers the lives of these people 3 to 4 years later. There's a lot of information of the Biggest Losers that happened in New York 4 years ago. It's in New York Times right now. Go onto the website and study it. These people have put back like double or triple amounts of the weight, and now they have diabetes and a whole load of other diseases because they have a metabolic syndrome caused by eating less and over-exercising more. So all these TV programs send out the wrong message to all the children out there, women and men. That is TV. That is a fake life happening on the opposite side of your screen. That is not your life. That is not who you are. That is not who you want to be. You want to be you, and you want to work out your diet and your lifestyle according to the individual that you are. So magazines, newspapers, all that crap out there is the fake world on the other side of the screen. And unfortunately, it makes all of us believe that that's the way life is. That's the way we need to work out and eat and dress and socialize. That's fake. Is it making you happy? If it's making you happy, great. In most cases, it's making most people depressed. So until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. I want you to think about this paradigm shift, reevaluate your workout, your diet, and everything else right now. The simple model is, if you're working out hard, you eat more. On the days that you cannot work out, you eat less. So for example, you go on a holiday and it's going to be upside down. You may eat more and work out less. That's fine. That's going to be for 4 or 5 or 6 or maybe 10 days. But then you come back to your lifestyle, the body's going to adapt. Or you'll be on a vacation where you have a lot of activity and you're probably eating less. That's fine. It's again 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 days. But then you slip into your schedule of honoring. Everything is about immunity. Have a great day.